everybody? Exotic Rider here. I just got off for work, so you know, nice cooler weather. But enough about that. As y'all can see from the title of this video, this is gonna be about the miles of my bike. I bought my bike in September of 2020, and my bike had 1,600 miles on it. As of right now, my bike has 20,700, 8,000 miles. So I want to do a 20,000 plus review on my 2016 Agusta F4. Also, I'm recording in 1080p 60 frames per second, which I always record in, but my field of view or point of view is in super view this time, and I normally record in wide. So I'm trying out super view to see how it looks. If you guys prefer super view, let me know. I kind of do wide because it kind of zooms in a little bit more, and it's not like too open or, you know, wide looking. But anyways, so 20,000 plus miles on this bike. What is it to look into? Or is there things to worry about? I mean, is there any things to worry about? You know, stuff like that. So, and I'm pretty sure some of you are wondering, were there any problems? If y'all seen my videos from before, I had an issue where my bike would randomly lose power. I did order a sensor for my gear, a gear sensor, because when I'm in 6th gear, it will bug out and tell me I'm in 1st, 3rd, 5th, neutral. It would bug out. So I ordered that part. I just got to take it to the dealership to get that installed, and it should fix the issue. Of course, I only have the 6th gear, but other than that issue, my bike has not had any problems. It's ran perfectly fine. I take very good care of my bike. I make sure it has, you know, the oil change done on time, the 7,500 mile service. I make sure that's definitely done on time. You know, tires, brakes, anything else that my bike's gonna need to be running in tip-top shape. So the bike runs phenomenally great as if it's brand new. I do get a malfunction, you know, little thing on my dash, but that's only because I have an aftermarket slip-on exhaust with the baffles removed. So I will eventually someday get my full system as I get the headers done, and you know, get my little tune done for that. So my bike will be faster, and you know, start spitting them flames and stuff. But the bike runs great, and the Agusta gets a lot of bad reputation because of their older models, like such as 2010 to I believe 2013 models of the F4 had an overheating issue because of the propellers that would, you know, push the liquid through the engine weren't designed correctly, so the bike would overheat. You have to keep moving in order to keep the bike cool. Of course, they designed better, you know, parts for that, and I think 2015 or 2014 they designed better parts for that, so we wouldn't do that anymore. Other than that, though, you know, there's really a minor few issues with the bike. But a lot of people, because it's Italian model, it's Italian bike, I mean, people freak out about it and like, oh no, that bike's gonna be expensive, it's gonna cost a lot to maintain. Well, it is Italian, parts aren't from the US, so expect it to be very expensive. Now, there are some things you want to look out for. Mainly, it's legit stay on top of your maintenance. Like, literally stay on top of your maintenance. People need to understand about owning any kind of motorcycle, whether it's Japanese, Italian, whatever it is, whatever brand it is. People need to understand that every motorcycle has wear and tear on it. every motorcycle has wear and tear. So whether you have a Japanese bike, whether you have an Italian, whether you have, you know, freaking BMW bike, if wear and tear is gonna happen the more you ride it. With MV Agusta, if most of the time, if you look up the price for these bikes and you look up the year or whatever and even the miles, most MV F4s or MV bikes in general have normally no more than 5,000 miles. It's because people baby the shit out of the MV Agusta models or the bikes. They baby them. They don't ride them every day. They don't ride them like they're supposed to be ridden. I ride my bike literally just about almost every day. As I can see, it's going like neutral, malfunction right now. It's because only in 6th gear it does that. Only 6th gear. Don't know why, but only 6th gear. But people don't ride them like they're supposed to. I have a friend named Sam. He rides the shit out of his 2015 Brutality 800. He rides it like someone, like not someone. He rides it like he told it to somebody. Like he rides the shit out of his MV, his Brutality 800. And his bike runs perfectly fine too. But the thing with MVs is that they tend to, from what I understand, people say, oh, that's bad. If a bike is not ridden enough times, eventually it will start to break down. You have a better chance of it lasting a lot longer when parts of an engine is constantly moving. Yeah, it costs money to maintain. The more you ride it, the quicker you'll go through tires, the quicker you'll go through a chain, the quicker, you know, miles rack up to where the service stuff get done. That's part of what a freaking engine is, whether you have a motorcycle or even a car. The more you drive or ride it, the more wear and tear that gets on the vehicle or the motorcycle. I ride mine a lot. I have a car too, but I prefer to ride my motorcycle everywhere. People need to understand that, you know, it's wear and tear, but the bike runs great. And people need to understand that just because, you know, people see my videos and will say, oh wow, his bike's running very well, like I'm gonna get an MV. Just like how I would if any other bike came out. Just because someone else is running well doesn't mean the one I'm gonna get is gonna run well also. And that's honestly being honest with people. That's telling the truth. When you have a bike or a vehicle that everyone is trying to get, or you think you're looking at reviews because you kind of want to get like an idea, just because that person's having a great review on it or whatever, oh cool, I'm gonna go get it because of this. To be honest, it's all about personal experience. I've actually had this bike for a while. I've ridden this bike very thoroughly, to the extent to where honestly I have over 20,000 miles on it. So I'm not saying, oh well, this video kind of defeats the point. I'm giving people, yes, an idea to maybe have them push to have their own personal experience with owning an MV Agusta bike. Whether it's an F4, whether it's an F3, Brutality, the Dragster, the Super Veloce, whatever model they want to get. It's to push people to want to try the experience on their own, to find out for themselves, oh shit, this is a really great bike. I'm glad I went out and purchased it. Do your research. People will say, well, what's the difference if you do a review on the bike or whatever, and then you do research, that's kind of the same thing. No, research actually has way more information because there's forums, there's people that actually own the bike. If you go to a bike review and they're not advertising that, oh, I've owned this bike for a while, you can possibly get false information about it because you're only getting the good shit. I'm telling you straight up, this bike isn't perfect though. Like I said, it randomly cuts power on me, but I'm getting it fixed. That's part of what, I guess, what this bike does. I'm not saying every F4 is going to do the same exact thing, but for mine, that's what mine happened. And on the forums, it's happened to other people as well. So it's just something you want to keep in mind. But I feel that when people want to buy something and they want to look for review videos, look for videos where the person has at least 10,000 miles plus on the bike. And I mean like they bought it with low mileage and got it up to 10,000. Not, oh, you know, I bought this bike with 10,000 miles, I've ridden for about 1,000. No. I may do some fucking miles on that motherfucker. Like me, for example, I put miles on my bike, so I can legit give you guys some actual, you know, point of view of my bike and how it runs, how it performs from, you know, 1,611 miles all the way to 20,000. And there's not too many MVs that I know of that have that kind of miles on them. As of right now, there's a 2019 MV Agusta F4 RR, pearl white, but it has like some black and red livery on it. It's a, like I said, 2019, and it has only 783 miles. That's it. So they're selling it, it's a private seller, but they're selling for 21K. Brand new. That RR is about between 30 and 35,000. If you save some money. But let's say I went out and bought it, right? And then I'm like, oh, I put like a few thousand miles, like maybe 2,000 miles on it. And I'm like, oh, this bike's amazing, there's no issues, whatever. No. Hell no. That's not going to be a valid video for some of you. Or for even myself. I put about 19,000 miles on my bike before I even thought about making a review video. So I think if we're gonna look at a review video, honestly, make sure the person has had the bike for a while, they put a lot of miles on it, and they've had some, and then hopefully, I'm not saying they should have good or bad experiences, but they have some kind of experience to where if they didn't have any bad experiences, then good. They're gonna speak positive about the vehicle because from their experience, it went very well. So I feel people need to learn how to watch out for that. I don't think many people know how to look out for certain videos. They think, oh, you know, this bike just came out, I'm waiting for a YouTuber to bring out a video to give me an opinion on how it rides. What about the long term? I'm all about long term when it comes to shit. I'm all about, alright, well, how long is this gonna last me? Like the R7, for example, when that came out, that bike, some YouTubers went, oh, this, I don't know, some YouTubers have their pros and cons of it, but, and it's Yamaha, most likely, Yamaha has good, you know, reputation for having very reliable motorcycles. But I still want to know the longevity of it. Like, how's the bike gonna run after 10,000 miles, after 20,000 miles, after 25, whatever. I'm all about the long term. Not too many people think that way. But this bike runs well. As you can see, I got a malfunction, and that's because of the gear. If I go down 5th gear, it goes away. Go back to 5th gear, it's there again. See how I said neutral? 6th gear is the only gear that it doesn't in. So I already ordered my gear sensor. I just gotta wait for OC Motorcycles to call me and let me know that it's in so they can install it, and my bike will be good to go. And I love this bike. I'm never gonna sell it, never gonna, you know, get rid of it or anything. I'm keeping this bike forever. As long as it keeps running, I'm gonna make sure I can keep it running. I hope you guys are liking the super view. I'm not sure how it's gonna turn out, but I put it in super view. It's such a nice ride home, and it's kind of funny. I left work, right? It slowly got darker. Pretty cool, huh? I'm almost home, but I just want to give you guys a little quick review and my point of view about, you know, reviews on bikes as well. Kind of got a little off topic, but it still led to how, you know, I reviewed the bike and stuff like that. But hope you guys have a great day, a great night, and I will catch y'all on the next video. Peace.